is the second largest operator in Tanzania. Tigo is a leading digital innovator. So we pride ourselves as providing services that align with just reinforcing customers' digital lifestyle. So we want to be in the forefront, want to look for the best and ways of improving our customers' daily life. So that's what we stand for. So we stand for innovation. We stand for providing value and giving customers the best services that they can get anywhere in the country. Carrier billing cuts across almost everything, So Tigo uses carrier billing, through basic value-added services, which is provided to the customers, to integration of the OTP players, Google, App Store, and of course ad hoc app stores, which is available, to customers. Customers got to pay for something, in order for them to have access to value. So the primary use cases, which is getting value to the customer and allowing the customer to pay for it. One thing which is very common in sub-Saharan Africa is telecom operators have a lot of power and influence because they reach a lot of customers, and in most cases, customers' first communication and internet experience is usually through mobile operators. So they have a lot more data and access to customers. So now putting a layer of services that allows for customers to pay for is what telecommunicator, and Tigo of course is leading that. So what we do, we just ensure customers can pay for value-added services, and then they can also, beyond value-added services, start paying for things like smartphone, with direct carrier billing. So not just telecom operators services like airtime, bundle, value-added services like music, educational apps. You could pay for smartphone. You could also start paying for your utility, because Tigo is, in Tanzania specifically, mobile financial services, which is driven by the operators, accounts for 20% of the country's GDP. So that's huge. So imagine, this is a secondary currency which operators are pushing, in order to get customers to participate in the economy. So the most important thing is for every operator, and Tigo is in the forefront, to engage and seize ways of making the life of the customer very easy. Okay, so if you look at the pain points, I think you need to look back at how did it evolve. At the very beginning, when operators were working with content providers, aggregators to charge customers for value-added services. So there is a legacy issues around trust. At that time, the market wasn't fully regulated. So the aggregators and the merchants were the one who were actually the regulators, because they come with these nice ideas. Operators jump on it, and then what they do is they decide to take money from customers' account without proper notification, without consent and transparency. So the whole market is still, feeling those legacy issues, which actually overshadows the good thing associated with direct carrier billing. I think the main problem is to get rid of to make the trust and transparent solutions, and then ensure that customer is carried along and given the power, to approve for payments. And then customers are also engaged. So even if you subscribe for a service and you're not using that service, we need to go back to the customer and say, hey, you subscribe to this service, you've been billed, are you sure you really want to use this service, in order to build the confidence back into the system. So what I think personally, which is from all the experiences we've had, I've worked in West Africa, I've worked in East Africa, so sort of have a clue about how the carrier billing actually rolls across all the sub-Saharan Africa apart from South Africa. My hope is that by coming here, discussing with my colleagues, and the whole ecosystem players are here, they're able to go back and look at redesigning the products. Today we've sent, people are planning to go to Mars and colonize Mars, but we still have a lot of work to do in DCB space. Products need to be developed and redesigned in such a way that it allows for the customer to take decision. It allows for customers to be engaged on a daily basis, because of the legacy issues we've had, subscription or auto renewal is dead. In some markets like Tanzania markets, less than 1% of customers are on auto debit subscription services. Every other thing is MO, which is customers need to consent and buy for the day. So we need to go back. We need to build solutions that would enable customers to participate in throughout the process of purchase and use of the service. So that's my hope, and that's the message I have for the team over here.